Hello. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. How are we all doing? Oh, okay. Puddle, thank you so much for redeeming first, and Speckle for redeeming pets for Rissan. He got his pets. Yeah, he decided to join us like right off the bat today. So he's here hanging, chilling on the bed this morning. How are we all doing? Good morning. How's everybody's week been? Yeah, there is a kitty tax every stream. He does like to make his presence known. I think he likes it. Honestly. Like, he always comes in. Sorry, I'm eating a crumb. He always comes in when I'm streaming. Like, yeah. I know! I couldn't believe it either. And she was loving it, too. She was, like, so snuggly. Rasan could never. Like, there's no way. Okay, so real quickly as we're doing this today, I'm using a different source for my background, like lo-fi today. Well, it's classical. It's not necessarily lo-fi. If it's too loud, let me know. Epidemic is being weird, and I can't seem to like access any playlists. So I don't know, because I wanted to try and like find something that like felt kind of historic but was also like royalty free, and go with like classical stuff. So I'm trying something. This is like a YouTube playlist. Let me know though if it's too loud, because it is coming from a different source. So if it's too loud, please do tell me. Like I said, Epidemic was being weird. I don't know what's going on, why it's being weird, but it's being weird right now. So we're using this because, yeah. She never gets that snuggly with you, made you very happy. Yeah, but then does it also make you kind of go, wait, is something wrong? Like, why are you being snuggly? That, whenever Reese is like extra cuddly or snuggly, I'm always like, something wrong. Because, like, this isn't you. This isn't how you usually behave. Like, what's going on? Why are you being nice? But how's everybody's week been? I have had a productive week. So Tuesday, I went over to my mom's house and worked on some things there. And I think I've finally got the kitchen pretty much, the junk and the trash thrown out from the kitchen. So that was a good step. I do still need to call some people that like what they do is like remove junk from people's houses. I do still need to do that and have them come and take a look at some things, because the basement and the garage I can't do. So I think having somebody come and take a look at that and like just giving me an idea of like what all that would entail needs to happen. So I need to be doing that in the next couple of weeks, because I would like to ideally have it sold by the end of the summer. And then yesterday, my daughter wasn't feeling very well, so she didn't end up going to class yesterday. So I tried to take that opportunity to get some more things done. I've really been struggling with like finding a balance with her class schedule and getting all of the things done that I need to get done. And I was feeling really behind on a lot of things, and so I was able to get some things accomplished yesterday, which was good. I'm tired. It tired me out. I feel tired today, but at least I did that. And then this morning I was able to get some like YouTube stream stuff accomplished. So it's been a productive week. Your week has been pretty good. You wound up closing your Chase account and you're going to open a Capital One baking account. Very nice. Very nice. That's got to feel good too. I still need to go to the bank this week for my brother, because I've got to get his February funds taken out of his Social Security account. It's just like, it's the timing of her class just kind of throws everything for a loop, because her class starts at 10, so we have to leave at like 9:30, and that's just not a lot of time to get stuff done beforehand. And then when we get back from class, I'm usually pretty wiped out and need to rest. And I can do like errands and make phone calls and stuff while while I'm waiting for her, but there isn't one of the banks that I use for my brother nearby enough that I know where it is. So I wasn't able to do that. Also, less than 2 weeks for the cruise, and you're floating. Oh, I have plenty of time, and panicking that you have no packing done. Yeah, no kid, right? Yeah, that is kind of like an awkward amount of time too, because it's almost like too far away to start packing, but like close enough that like you need to be thinking about it. So it's kind of like a weird limbo kind of period, I would think. So next week, there's like appointments and things like that that are happening next week as well. And so I think I'm just feeling kind of overwhelmed with everything and just like making timing work, but also not killing myself in the process. It's been a thing. And I'm not balancing well. I'm really not balancing well. That's really what it comes down to. And I'm not finding that rhythm. And that's been hard. You've been setting things aside here and there for months, so you don't actually wear something that's for the trip. You have little chaos piles of clean clothes folded and stacked in various places. So then it's just like a matter of like getting that all organized and like sorted for things. But yeah, your OCD is a curse. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. It, like a blessing and a curse, right? In some ways it can be good, but in other ways not. Yeah. Okay, couple of quick like announcement sort of things. Reminder to everybody that Sunday at noon Eastern time, so an hour later than I normally stream, we are going to be doing our crafting stream. I've got everything kind of set up for, well, I don't have everything set up. I have all of my supplies, but I need to like work on some scenes and getting camera set up done. So at the very least, that'll be happening on Saturday to get all that sorted out so that we can effectively do that and you can see what I am doing. I was gonna test out the camera with the current cross-stitch project that I'm working on, but the current cross-stitch project that I'm working on, I don't know if I've talked about that at all. I started that big book scene that my daughter had gotten me for Christmas. So it's like a book opening up and then there's like a castle coming out of it and like a forest, and it's kind of like a fantasy sort of vibe coming out of this book. And it's like kind of rainbowy. There's like a whole bunch of colors in it. So I started that. What I didn't realize when I got it until she actually gave me the pattern was that it's 20 pages of cross-stitch pattern. And with the cloth that I'm using, it'll end up being like 25 by 25 inches. It's massive. So, and the fabric is like huge and it's kind of unwieldy and hard to manage. So I don't feel like I can test it with that because like getting that up onto my desk, because it's so much fabric and I have to hold it in like funky ways to like get behind it because it's just like it's a lot going on. So I have to like figure out another way to like test it because it's just too big, just way too big. But yeah, and it's gonna take me forever to do. But yeah. Hi BK, how are you doing? You have been on my mind lately. How are you? And yeah, Sunday. You can't wear this shirt. You need it in 3 months. It might not get washed in time. You have some good news. I want to hear your good news. Good news is always welcome and celebrate it. You're on leave from the hospital for a week. That is good news. Yay. That's awesome. I am glad. Oh, that's gotta feel good. You need sound alert channel point redemptions. You think Sunday is in there. Yeah, I probably should get some sound, but they would have to have a cooldown because they will annoy me otherwise. With a hopeful discharge next Monday. That is awesome. I will I'm sending you all of the good thoughts and healing vibes and positive energy that all of that can happen. But I'm so glad to see you. You really have been on my mind. I've been thinking about you a lot lately and wondering how you were doing and how things were getting on with all of that. So I'm so glad to see you. So we are going to send some love in chat for BK. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely cooldowns and limits. And Rainbow, welcome in. Thank you for contributing to the Potato Quest Dreamlight Valley Challenge. Somebody else contributed, and I don't think I said thank you. Petal, thank you for contributing to that as well. I don't remember if I said that earlier. But yeah, how are you doing, Rainbow? How has your week been going? We are, so now you can enjoy streams. Yours being, oh, thank you, BK. Well, I'm glad that you can enjoy, like, relax, enjoy the stream. We're doing some chill stuff in The Sims today, so it shouldn't be chaotic. We're gonna do, we're setting up because we're gonna do a historical Regency era legacy challenge, and so we're kind of setting up for that. The Sunday, it's there. Wait, it's where? We are 73% of the way there. It's going, just a tad tired. Where are you looking to find the alert, Speckle? Sound alerts dashboard extension. Is it through Twitch? Okay, well, let's see what this is here. Here, let me set things up on stream here while we're live. Yes, I've read and understand the terms of service. Okay. I use OBS Studio. Okay, I'm gonna not do this right now because this isn't as simple and straightforward. It ties into Twitch, but not owned by Twitch. You set up the channel point. Okay, I'll look at that later. We won't do it. We'll see if we can get it set up for tomorrow. Well, I say this, but who knows? So yeah, I've been doing okay. Things are busy, and I was just kind of like talking about how it's been kind of difficult for me to just kind of like find a balance with my daughter's schedule this semester. It's kind of been, I'm kind of like still struggling to like find that balance, so I feel a little all over the place, but other than that, I'm doing okay. You have to add a browser source. Okay, no, I'm sure it's yeah, I have no problem setting it up. It's just I don't want to have to try, I don't want to like do it on stream because I will be distracted by doing that. So I'll look at it like off stream or maybe on my break or something like that. We can troubleshoot it or figure it out. But today the plan is that we are going to keep working on getting our things set up for this legacy challenge. I'm not gonna call it decades because I have no intention of moving through decades. It's just gonna be a Regency era based legacy challenge that's historical, that has spice with death and things like that rolled into it, and that's gonna be kind of our theme. It's gonna be like our own thing. And there is stuff, like the historical stuff will be inspired from some of Steph and Minnie's things, but I'm gonna make it my own because I don't really care if it's like super historically accurate. Really, we're just here to have fun and to chill and to play The Sims and to be spicy and see what silliness they get up to because they're Sims. So that's gonna be the plan. So today I want to finish building their home that we started, and then I thought we could potentially get some townies set up and moved in, as well as maybe making our Sims, and then next week maybe we can start gameplay. You've used sound alerts before, so if you need any help, let me know. Okay, I will let you know if I need any help. I'm not too bad. with like figuring and troubleshooting and figuring out like the stuff for OBS and all of like the tech stuff. Generally okay with doing that, but sometimes you run into snags, so it's good to know that there are resources out there that I can reach out to get all of that figured out. So yeah, I will figure that out. It's easier to set up than most things, honestly. Okay, it looked like it was. I just was like, okay, I've got to make another source, and making another source while you're live can be tricky, because then it ends up in like a weird location, and like you've got to like sort it all out, and it's like, okay, we'll just hold off and wait for a few minutes. Plus, I don't know, I may be having like a weird internet day anyway, because I don't know what's going on with Epidemic Sound and why that's not working, but yeah. It's just about adding a browser source and selecting your sound alerts. Yeah, I agree, because then I'll have to like find the sound alerts that I would want to use and that won't annoy me if they get played. So, because yeah, exactly. I don't want annoying sound alerts. I'll look through them though when we get there. I have like the ones that I have. I found my current sound alerts for my follows and stuff like that. I can't even remember where I found them. I found little tiny clips from the Lord of the Rings stuff, and those are all of my alerts. But let's come over here into The Sims. I'll stop talking at y'all. We will get Reese on here because he is here hanging out with us today. So we can have a little Reese on stream. Do you guys, so before we go into building the house, do you want me to like recap my, like what I wrote up for like our backstory for this? Or should we wait until we're actually making the people? You usually use YouTube for some lo-fi vids. The ones you follow have 12 hours recording, but the last stream you tried out Spotify and it worked. Okay. You wanted to have it show on stream to attribute the music. Okay. So I really like Epidemic a lot, and I like that I can also use it on my YouTube channel, and it for like background stuff, and it works, and incorporating that into my video, not just playing in the background while I'm like recording, but actually having it be like an outro piece. So I really do like Epidemic quite a bit, and I like their selection of music. It's just being weird and not working right now. It's the only time I've had that happen. But I did use lo-fi or YouTube videos for lo-fi, and that's what I'm using right now. Is I found some royalty-free classical, because I was trying to like Regency period. I kind of wanted to go with like that classical vibe, and I was gonna look on Epidemic, but then Epidemic wasn't working, so I'll have to look at that more. Okay, so let me know. So do you think we should? Do you want me to recap, or do we just want to get into building and then we can recap when we start getting into people? What do you all think? You wanted Animal Crossing music for your Hobbiton game, and it was nice to have music that blended in with the game. Yeah, oh, for sure. For sure. And I haven't looked at Spotify for like royalty-free stuff. I haven't today. No, I haven't. I did last time, but I haven't talked about it. We can talk about it though, and I can pull up my document and we can take a look a little bit at kind of the base of the rules that I'm going for. Do you want me? Should we do that before we get started? And then we can reference that as we need to, because I can do that. I have it ready to go, and I even have it set up as a source right here. So here it is. This is my, as I'm calling it, my Regency sort of decades challenge. No, that's not what you meant. Since you were driving and only had volume, either way is fine. You would not mind hearing more. Okay. Okay. I think we can change this though. Let's call this our Regency era legacy challenge. Ah. Okay, there we go. All right, so just like as I said, it's inspired by Steph and Minnie's Decades Challenge. If you aren't familiar with Steph and Minnie, she does a whole lot of Decades historical gameplay, and so like the aging and like the concept of like death rolls and end of life rolls, I have drawn from her and the way that she does it. So for me, my playthrough is less about historical accuracy and more about like a slow, realistic playstyle that allows time for me to get to know my characters and to connect with them. So that's kind of like the whole point of all of this, is just to do something fun, a little bit different, but also give us time to really like get to know our characters and get to develop and learn about who they are. So their backstory. We haven't made these Sims yet. We know their names. We don't know what they look like. We don't know anything else about them. We just know that this is what their backstory is and kind of how we're starting all of this. So Martin Huxley watched his fortune dwindle as the years passed. As his bank account decreased, his creditors increased. He did a fine job of hiding this fact from his family, allowing them to continue to live in luxury they had grown accustomed to. His dear wife Alice passed on, never the wiser to her husband's misfortunes. Martin grew concerned as the time for his only child, his son and heir, Anthony, to marry. His match with Charlotte Talbot was the best Martin could have hoped for. However, shortly after the couple was wed, Martin passed suddenly, and his creditors came knocking on the door. Anthony was devastated by the news of his family's bankruptcy. The newlyweds were forced to abandon their fine estates in the city and retire to the family's small country estate, Strawberry Hill. Charlotte's family tried to annul the marriage, but she resolutely stood by her husband's side. Will, and Anthony be able to restore the Huxley legacy? So that's kind of like what our backstory is and their story and how we kind of have gotten to this point. So their country estate is located here in Henford on Bagley. So that's going to be like their country. And the city is Windenburg. And I actually went and added one of these official like Grand Castle estates from the Sims, like their Sims building challenge. And I thought that maybe this could be where Charlotte's family lives, and this could be the house that the Huxleys originally owned. So that's kind of like what I was thinking of a little bit there. Yeah, a little drama, a little intrigue, and you believe in them, they will make it. Let's hope they make it, because that would be a really pathetic legacy challenge if they didn't. So we're gonna do aging in a way that kind of, like I said, it reflects Steph and Minnie's aging breakdown, which basically is 4 Sims days equals like 1 real life year. And so this is kind of what that looks like. So like newborns will be newborns for like 1 Sim day, infants for 7, toddlers for 12, children for 32, teens for 20, young adult for 48, and then adults for 140. And then elders will just kind of like see what happens with them. And then this is like for horses as well. And then we're going to have death rolls, because we're keeping in mind like that historical vibe to it, and the fact that like there would have been mortality rates. And so when the children are aging up, or when a baby is born, we're gonna kind of make it, we're gonna incorporate that as part of it. Yes, we are gonna bet on death rolls, and we'll bet on like gender of babies, and you all will be able to vote on baby names. I do want to make this, I do like how Steph and Minnie makes her stuff really interactive, and so I do want to make things like interactive like that, which is another reason why I was getting the Streamlabs loyalty stuff set up, so that we could really do that. So that's kind of like the background, the backstory behind all of it. We'll look at those sorts of things in a little bit more detail as time goes on. Oh, and I also took her spreadsheet and I modified it a little bit. So we do have like a spreadsheet set up for keeping track of everything. So spreadsheets, I love me some good spreadsheets. But it's set up, and yeah, we'll be looking at that a little bit more too. So there's our our backstory, kind of what things are going to be looking like going forward here. But we need to finish getting the house ready. You love that about her? Yeah, I do too. I like that a lot as well. And I think that it's a nice way to engage and let you all have some say with stuff. We'll have to decide as we get to that point how involved we want to be with like the side families and orchestrating things with them, or whether or not we just kind of want to let them do their own thing. We won't play them at any point, but do we want to set up marriages for them, or do we want to just kind of let them do their thing and see how that goes? I don't know. So we'll kind of cross that bridge, I think, as we approach it. And and I want all of your feedback as well, and how you want to handle it. It could be like, we could do it for like the first generation, and if it seems like it's too much, then we can stop. You know, we're all flexible. It's going to be fluid. We're going to roll with it and develop this and make it our own as we need to. So it'll be all good. All right. So this is where we started building, and really all we had done was get the shell basically set up. We haven't done any decorating. We just kind of laid out our buildings and got all of that set up. You like leaving side characters to do their own thing after they move out. Yeah, it can be more interesting that way. You definitely get some spice with that, because you never know what they're gonna do. So last time we got just basically the shell of our cottage set up. So they are gonna have a horse and a barn, and they're just starting in like this small cottage, and they've got like an outhouse. So we're gonna get stuff decorated today. The one thing I did want to do though is I did want to add some of these like roof embellishment things that came with cottage living to just kind of make it look like a more interesting cottage. So maybe we go with, not that there's an upstairs to this at all, because there's not, but it makes things a little bit, you know, a little more interesting. It's easier, and the drama could be funny. I know, right? Yeah, the drama could definitely be funny. And like I said, we can always play it by ear too. Like if there ends up being someone in the household who we are just like really, really attached to, then maybe we decide that we want to explore that a little bit more. I don't know if these would be on the house, so maybe we'll leave those off. You're considering practicing tiny home building, since you'll need to have one for your whimsy stories whenever you get around. You should. You definitely should practice, because if nothing else, it's gonna help you to just like get a feel for everything. So I would definitely say to practice. Is the left one over to, oh my gosh, I can't. It might be. Our door isn't completely centered. It's slightly off center. Maybe it needs to go, maybe they need to go over the windows. It looks off compared to the back one. Okay. Maybe that's better. And then we'll fix these. There. This window, though, isn't completely lined up. I think we need to move this window over. That looks right. That looks better. No, I know what you mean, because it bugs me if things aren't centered either. But then, are they too widely set? The door isn't centered, so that's also part of the issue. We could move the door over. You like it over the windows like that? Okay. We could also add like a third one But that's maybe too much. I never add chimneys either. Should we? But I don't know if any of these chimneys are really right. Oh, we do need to add these though. We are gonna, so because we're gonna be off the grid, we need these like weather vanes to generate some power so that certain things will actually work. So we do need to add those to our house. We'll add those there, and let's add one over here so that we can have some of our items actually function. We'll start with this for now, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm gonna start, I think, with the exterior because that's gonna be harder for me than the interior. So I think we'll start with that and figuring out how we want all that to be set up, and then we'll go inside and decorate inside. The youngest had his evaluation for the preschool program today. I'll know if he was accepted in 2 weeks, only because next week is winter break and there's no school. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad. How did the evaluation go? Do you feel like it went well? But I imagine like the waiting period for me would feel like kind of stressful. All right, so back here, we're gonna have a pond. So let's come over here to our terrain tools, and I think I do want the pond to be a little bit bigger than this. Let's slow you down though a little bit so you're not like... Okay, let's try that. You think it went great? You truly think he will get in? That's awesome! Okay. I think that works for a little pond for them. And then, alright, let's come and I'm thinking like, because we're gonna have like a pretty sizable garden, I think. So maybe we do like a fenced-in garden up here in this front corner. Gardening stuff. We'd get a few of these to put down. If he does get in, he will go to school Monday and Tuesday or Wednesday and Thursday for a few hours. Oh, that'll be good for him. And it'll be good for you as well to kind of give you a little bit of that space to kind of like take care of the things that you need to take care of. You're an aunt again. That's exciting. Congratulations. That's really exciting. Yay. Thank you, Speckle, for doing the hype. Yeah, that is definitely hype worthy. That's awesome. Okay, let's come over here and let's start to think about a little garden area, sort of. Okay. On the one hand, I like the idea of the garden being like back here, but on the other, like we have this open space here that needs something in it. So I think maybe a garden in this front corner is the way to go. I'm gonna put the grid lines on just so I get like a good bearing of things. We could do something like this. And we could maybe leave it open so it's not completely closed in, but it's like kind of closed in. One of your brothers who was told he probably would never be able to father his child. His son was born last night at... Oh, that's awesome! That's so amazing. So it's like extra special. You're being told hi. She's saying hello back. Yeah, she's coming in to love the cat. She just got up, just emerged. Oh, you had therapy today? Oh, okay. I didn't know you had therapy today. Got it. Got it. Cat snuggles are good. When he snuggles. Yeah, especially when you don't feel well, because she is not feeling super well. Okay, what if we start like this for our garden to begin with? And then on the outer edge here, maybe we could do like trees, like fruit trees and stuff that's a little bit bigger. If we need to, we can start like that. He's so cute. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so excited for you all. That's gotta just be amazing. He's very stoically accepting her snuggles right now. Good boy, Reese. I know. Yeah, he grudgingly accepts it. I love you too. Yeah. I'll explain it later. Are you so... How are you? Yeah. That good, huh? She is not feeling well. You hope you can go down to see him soon. Are you? Oh, for sure. How far away do they live? I know a different state, but like, is it close? That would be fun to be able to go and see him and all of that. 5-ish hours. Okay, well that's not terrible. It's not ideal, but it's not terrible. Should we put a back door on this place? Do we think? Yes, a bunch of Sims packs are on sale right now. Yeah. Like, almost all of them are on sale. Do you think we need a back door? The daughter says yes. Because we've got the outhouse back here, and then they don't have to walk all the way around the house. I think maybe we need a back door. So let's do that. Let's put the back door here. Okay. So we have a back door. You agree? Yeah. Yeah, I think we need a back door. Okay, let's get some trees and stuff like that. So I did also, so I went through and I put in all of the Brazen Lotus stuff. So I did download all of that and got that in my game because we're going to be using her mods a lot to kind of like run everything with this little like cottage farm that we're starting. So I got a bunch of her stuff that we can use in the game. So I'm excited about that and getting all of that put in. So like so she has like trees that are forageable, so you can get like wood and stuff from them. And then she has a forageable plants where you can get like find different things from that as well. So we'll use those as a lot of our decor as we're kind of placing things, as well as like stuff from in-game. You think you have almost everything. You don't want Batu even if it's on sale. That's fair. Although there are some good build buy objects from Batu. So, because they would have had this place when they still had money, so this place would have been a little better. Yes, no, you're absolutely right, Rainbow. Because I think we said in the last stream that like this cottage was probably where Anthony's great-grandparents began. And then as they prospered, they moved into the city, but they kept this little country cottage. And like maybe they rented it out to some tenants or something like that. But when they lost all of their money, it was the only place for Anthony and Charlotte to go. And so that's where they've gone. Batu and werewolves, you don't need either one. Fair enough. I like some of the build buy from werewolves as well. And actually the werewolves wasn't as bad as I thought. That sounds bad. I enjoyed my playthrough of werewolves more than I expected. I don't want werewolves all the time, but occasionally having a werewolf I could do. Horse Ranch is on sale. It's not 50% off, I don't think, like some of the other ones, but it is on sale right now. Even For Rent is on sale right now. But that one's only a little off. You have no money. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, so all the Sims packs are on sale. One of our Legacy Land people that recently has started getting into the Sims again has been messaging me asking me about Sim stuff. And so I let her know that everything is on sale because she's wanting to start a Whimsy Stories, and that one takes, you need Tiny Living for the beginning of it. So she was like asking me what would be good, like about packs, and I was like, well, this pack is ready to go, so, or is on sale right now, as well as a bunch of stuff, so she may be filling in some gaps. First Ranch is still 25. That's pretty good though. Alright, let's put some forageable trees down to begin with. We'll maybe put these over by the pond, kind of on the edge, and we can start with those, and then we'll add in some more trees like around the back. That's a lot smaller than I thought it was gonna be. I forget that these trees are not actually all that big in The Sims. Unless we go and do like debug and then they get bigger. Okay, we could do, I think I want to do this oak tree. For sure. And I know I can size them up, and I probably will size some stuff up. Or down. We could make you bigger. And put you like here-ish, maybe? Because I'm kind of thinking there would be like some trees and stuff back here around the pond. I'm really having like issues with my mouse lately. And it's me, it's not really like the mouse, it's just like me not being able to like function properly. I'm the one having problems, not really anybody else, just me. I don't know about you. We could do the, we're not in America, so maybe not the American beech tree. We could do an elm tree. Make you bigger. Put you like right there. You would put willows because they're one of your favorite trees. Oh, like the weeping willow? We could put this one. We do need, I mean, we have like more stuff like up here. I am not. I think my problem is I started decorating stuff in Planet Zoo, and so I've gotten like used to the controls in that, and so now I'm like fumbling with The Sims. I don't know if I want that. We could do another forageable tree, like back over here maybe, or maybe like here. We'll put that one there. And then we'll do one like up here in the corner. Maybe we'll pull this one forward just a little bit and add another tree in behind here. Oh, that's too big. I don't want that. Scratch that. Hey, River! Welcome in. How are you doing? We are continuing our little build here of our house that we're going to be playing in. We're just starting to like do some landscaping and like get some trees in here. I'm just being very indecisive about what trees I want to place. Let me do that one. Right there? That works? I think that works. And then we'll have like some like cattails and stuff like that back there behind the pond. I think that's a good start. And then we've got our forageable trees from Brazen Lotus. So those are in here. And then we'll get some of this like wild grass. some of these other things in here too that we can put down for foraging purposes. Oh, the other thing that I want to get, and we can get this put down too, is I need to get the Ye Old Cookbook sign so that they can go and collect things. If I can find it. Here it is, right here. The Ye Old Signpost. So we'll put this kind of like up here by this tree. So Ye Old Cookbook is a mod that works really well for historic gameplay. It like lets your Sims like go hunting and like do that sort of stuff. So it's a good one to have. And it also like changes up like what they can make and that sort of thing. So very, very good for this style of gameplay. We also need a water collection bucket, which I think this is gonna, we'll have it be this one for right now. You're all right. You're not feeling 100%, but yeah, how are you doing with your pain? Because I know you were struggling a lot with that. So, and 5 stream streak, River, thank you so much for being here for the last 5 streams in a row. That's amazing. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, this is kind of cool. I don't know if this would be on their lot though. Ooh, I don't know. What do you all think about having this be their water source? Like, I know we're like sort of peasant-y, but not really peasant-y. Like, that might be better than this one, actually. I kind of like that. Like, maybe we make that be our water source. That looks kind of cool. Hey, Tuts, welcome in. The pain is still quite nasty, but nothing you're not. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was hoping that maybe you were finding a little bit of relief. You had to go with your mom to renew her license. Ew. You think they would have it, and with the vines you can tell it's been there for a while. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because it definitely looks old. And since this is like has been here for a while, they probably would have like maybe upgraded some things. I think that it works pretty well. Yeah, like it's been a few generations, which it has. Reese is good. He is gracing us with his presence, although he's not looking at us right now. I might be able to get him to. Reese! Sand, what are you doing? No, you're just gonna tear in your ears at me? You're not gonna show us your cute face? No? Okay. There he is. Doing his thing. I am changing scenes. Oh, pets for Rysand. Alright, I will come give Rysand pets. I will be back. All right, there are our pets for Rysand. He's actually purring, too. Yeah, he is being a little naughty. He's not looking at us. Yes, thank you for worshiping me, human. I appreciate that. I am going to go back to my nap now. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's back to nap time. He is cute. He's lucky he's cute, because he can definitely be a demon sometimes. Very much a demon. Alright, we are gonna get some grass. Oh my gosh, I keep like clicking on the wrong stuff. Bathroom break? Alright, I'm gonna have to take one of those pretty soon as well. So, yeah. Bathroom settles comfortably. Oh, Nightbot. Nightbot, Nightbot, Nightbot. You are special. Alright, let's put some of this forageable grass around the tree, but we still have to, like, let them be able to get to the tree. So we can put that around there a little bit. Maybe right here. And then we'll also go into debug and get like a bunch of debug stuff too. I know, what is Nightbot? Like, he is Nightbot. I assume I'm giving Nightbot a gender, and that makes no sense. But yeah, Nightbot can be special sometimes. Okay, maybe we'll put some of this like wild grass along the fence here for foraging purposes, and to kind of like decorate this up like a little bit. And then we could do some of these. Planet Zoo is killing me here. I'm using all of the Planet Zoo commands and it is like messing me up. So this is forageable as well. Oh, and this is also forageable, which could be nice here by the pond, actually. And we will fill in and make it look a little bit more filled in. Once we... Z is not how I rotate. Alt is how I rotate. There we go. You're making lunch too at the moment, so you'll be up and down for... No worries, no worries. Nightbot's lurk command leaves a lot to be desired. I actually couldn't figure it out as you moved your lurk to mix it up. Yeah, like... I don't know why it does that. It is kind of weird. I'm not sure what it's up with. The weather has been awful today, so you've got a weather headache. Ooh, yeah. It's dying down, so hopefully you'll be okay for stream. Yeah, hopefully. It will get better. But no, weather headaches are awful. Mrs. Sinister, thank you so much for that raid. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome in. What were you getting up to? Speckle, can you, or, Toots, can you get a shout out for them? Welcome in! Thank you so much for the raid. Please tell me what you were getting up to. Welcome, welcome. You were playing some Sims 4. What were you doing in The Sims 4? So my name is Hethwyn. I use she, her pronouns, and we play a lot of cozy, chill games here on the stream. But The Sims 4 is always my fallback, always my go-to. I've been playing The Sims since The Sims 1, and yeah, so welcome in. I'm so glad that you decided to choose me for your raid. I really appreciate it. So welcome, welcome. You're playing your 3rd generation legacy Rags to Riches. I love Rags to Riches, like gameplay. It is my favorite. I love it. I don't like, because it makes it more fun and more interesting. And are you still doing Rags to Riches, or did you just start as Rags to Riches? Because one of the things that I like to do is every generation, like, basically starts over. You did that before streaming, so you have a blog. Oh, do you really, Speckle? Yeah, I really do like Rags to Riches. That's how my whimsies started, is with a tent and a bush. And I just think it's fun. I think it's so much fun to build up from that. I enjoy it a lot. Yeah, I do too. You named it Riches to Rags. Her story was that she was well off and lost everything. That's a good plot twist. That's kind of like what we're doing here with this. So what we are doing today is we have, oh my gosh, I keep clicking on the wrong buttons. We are building our home for a historical, like, Regency era legacy challenge that we're going to be doing. So we're just getting started. We're kind of getting the save file set up. We're getting our home set up and built. So we're doing a little bit of building today. We start every generation starts over growing up, and they have to graduate school with A's. I love that. That is honestly like my favorite way to play, is making everybody start over with basically nothing. Like, they might get to take a couple of things with them from the house, but they basically have to start over, and that is my favorite way to play. That sounds like a lot of fun. By the way, if you need to take off and de-stream and do whatever you need to do, by all means, feel free. And if anyone else just wants to hang out and lurk in the background, you are more than welcome to do so. I do enjoy having people lurk, so you're always welcome to do that. You have a bike that gets passed down from the first gen grandma. I love that. I love that. And thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate that so much. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I think I have an ad that's gonna like start, of course. Can one of you snooze that? Cause like I had it pop up and now I can't snooze it. Can we snooze that, one of you? Or are we just gonna have to, oh, okay, good, perfect, thank you. There we go, now I can see it. I don't want an ad to play just as like new friends show up because that would be rude. Twitch and their ads. So, but yeah, so we're just, like I said, we're getting things started. We're doing some decorating and working on the outside because that's always the hardest for me. So I'm starting there. I know it would be rude. How dare you, Twitch? How dare you? All right, what else do we need? Oh, we need some forgeable rocks as well. So maybe we can put one of these over here. I'm like having to like really pay attention to like what commands I'm using because I really keep wanting to use the Planet Zoo ones and it's messing everything up. Let's put a rock over here by this tree as well that we can forage from. And let's also do some more forageable grass over here. Just to kind of make this look more interesting. And then we're gonna put grass around, well, okay, now we're gonna turn on bb.moveobjects. All right, and then we're gonna put some right here too. And I'm kind of thinking maybe we have a little bit of the grass up by the house too. Yeah, so with what we're doing, our backstory with this is that it's going to be a newly married couple, and they originally started out like higher up in society, but the husband's family, like his dad was in a lot of debt and he hid it from his son and from his wife. And when his dad died, all of the creditors showed up and they ended up having to leave like their fine house in the city and moving out here to their little like country estate that they've had in their family for like several generations. And so that's kind of what we're building right now, is that estate that they're gonna end up living in. So that's a little bit of our backstory with this. We could do some wildflowers as well. That could be forageable. Well, where could we put these? Maybe again over here. Or maybe these are like back here, kind of along the back of the property. A little bit here. Do a little patch of them. Can I change? Oh, I can change their colors. Perfect. Yeah, I'm excited to play. I kind of was in a bit of a Sims lull where I was not feeling inspired to play very much. And then we kind of talked about it a little bit on stream, and I let chat vote at the beginning of the week what we were gonna play. And they decided to play The Sims and to start this. And I'm glad that that's the direction that we've gone, because I'm excited now and I'm feeling inspired again to play. And so I'm very grateful to chat for sparking that inspiration that has been missing for me with The Sims. And I am really looking at, I'm looking forward to getting started and giving it a try and seeing where we go from here. I keep doing this. I've been playing Planet Zoo and doing like building and decorating in Planet Zoo. And it's like throwing off my muscle memory with how to like use things in The Sims. Okay, we have a ad coming up. Let me real quickly here. I want to add 1,000 points to everyone for the raid. So we're going to do that. And we're going to run a tater hunt real quick. So tater hunt is kind of like our heisting here. So if you type in exclamation point taters, it'll tell you how many taters you have. It's like our loyalty thing. Hopefully everybody has 1,000 at least, because I just tried to give some to everyone. But feel free to join in the tater hunt, and I will be back when the ad is done. I'm gonna take a quick break myself, and we'll be back once the ad is done running, and we will keep building. And I will let you all look at Reese while I am on my break. Oh, stream is not starting. Stream has been starting. All right, I will be back in just a couple of minutes after this ad is done running. Okay, I am back. Tried to be quick. Looks like the ad break is over, so welcome back to everyone who is on that ad break. You sat here yesterday staring at your PC, watching streams, and never played a single game because you could not decide to what to play. I feel that. I have been there and had those days as well, where I'm just kind of like, I don't know what I want to do at all. Like, no clue. Okay, I think I maybe need to get debug on and start getting some stuff. We've got like the reeds and things like that, so I want to put these along the pond. So I think let's get the pond kind of set up. I think we should put a log in the pond too. Let's put a log right there. And let's do some water lilies in the pond too. In a few places, we'll get those on there. And we'll get some reeds placed. Sometimes this can be so tedious, like getting everything where you want it to be. Oh, we'll put in a fishing pole too, so that they can fish. I think that has to be in the water. Congrats to everybody who won taters on the tater hunt. Did I pin that? I did not pin that. I am failing at streaming today. Wait, you need to go like right here. I think too, we could also do some of like this, the wild grass along here, I think would work as well. Like we could just get some of this grass happening too. And in the back where it would be maybe a little bit overgrown, a little bit messy because like nobody's going around behind the pond. What if we size some down a little bit too? That could work. Get that in there. And then we also had these things, which are like, do feel like, they kind of look like cattails. They're not cattails, I don't think, but they kind of look like it. And I feel like these are a good thing to put around the pond too. Maybe we can size one down and have it kind of be like back in here. Just making our pond look a little overgrown. Good for fishing and all of those things, but a little overgrown. We got like this space in here too that we have to put stuff into. Like I said, I will be hitting up debug because cottage living debug, if you didn't know, is really good. There's like a ton of stuff in the cottage living debug that you don't get to see. And it's like, it's good stuff. Welcome back, Rainbow. Glad to have you back. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm struggling. I am struggling with my controls today. Like I said, I blame Planet Zoo. How do you access the debug items? You're not so skilled with build. Okay, I will, when I get ready to put those in, I will tell you all how to access debug. I'll wait though until I'm like actually ready to like get them put in. And then I will show you. I am liking a lot of this big tall grass looking stuff kind of along the back here. I'm liking that look. It's working well for getting this stuff filled in. That's me playing any game after playing Palea. Yeah, I'm just like... Yeah, Palea's controls were like similar, but like different enough to just throw you for a loop. Like they very much were. Okay, River. It's good to see you as well. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze, I think. Excuse me. Just like, try not to sneeze on stream and blow everybody's ears out. I blame the cat because I am kind of allergic to cats. So yeah, I'm a little allergic to cats. Not terribly allergic, but enough allergic that Reese can make me sneeze. And thank you. He's helping me overcome it. He's doing something. I forgot we got this like tall grass too from Horse Ranch that does work really well on the edge of the pond too. And I think it could work over here, like under this tree. I'm trying to make this just not look so like empty and barren behind it. Like it looked kind of, I don't know, a little like out of place, I guess. Okay, how do we think the pond is coming? Do we need any more grass around it, or do we think that's okay? We'll do terrain paint as well, to just give it a bit of depth. But what do we think about the pond area? We do have a little fishing sign. Oh, we need to put in... I do want to put in, like, some fish and some ducks. And, ooh, mosquitoes. We'll put some mosquitoes in and some dragonflies. And let's do some fireflies as well. Looks like a nice cozy fishing spot. Thank you. I'm not gonna put in the gator because there's not gonna be a gator in here. As fun as the gator is, I'm not gonna put a gator in. Let's put a white duck in too. We can put a white duck over there. Okay, I think that's a good little fishing spot start. Okay, I do want to add a little bit of grass like around this tree, I think, to just make it not look quite so just stark and there. So we're gonna do a little bit of grass around that as well. I'm also thinking, so I don't know, and you can give me your feedback, chat. I don't know if I want to add the prairie grass lot challenge to this, or if I just want to put in some patches of prairie grass and the reason that I'm not sure about the lot challenge prairie grass is that the prairie grass can get really out of hand, and I don't know that I want them to have to spend like all of their time trying to deal with prairie grass. So what do you all think about that one? I don't know that you need the challenge. Having the grass is, yeah, it does. Well, and it makes it like spontaneously show up. So you put the lot challenge on and it just like appears. I want some, but I don't know that I want it constantly, like new patches of it constantly forming, because they need to also be able to do other things. The challenge didn't work on your Oakley lot. You got one ever, plus the one you placed yourself. See, I've had it where it's like excessive. It's like there's so much prairie grass that is spawning everywhere. It's ridiculous and hard to manage. And that's like what I don't want. I don't want it to be that crazy and out of control. Because they're gonna have other stuff to do. Right? It's not just gonna be like all prairie grass all the time. Like, they've got plenty of other things that are gonna be happening. So... okay, I think... yeah, don't do the challenge. It's not... it isn't that kind of a Sims challenge. You're absolutely right. That's, like, not the point of it at all. Okay. Alright, do you think we need any other, like, foliage anywhere? This is kind of like an empty spot, but I kind of want some room for other things to, like, develop. Like, maybe we may want to get some of the racing stuff for the horses, because, like, equestrian competitions would have been a thing and something we could potentially engage in if we so desire. So being able to like maybe have some of those training barrels set up could be a good thing at some point as well. But yeah, it just seems like more like stress for you as a player. It takes away from the fun of, yeah, exactly. It then just becomes like additional work. So I think maybe we'll put like 3 or 4 around on the lot, and then we'll just kind of leave it at that. Hi, Potato Chip. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Let's do that. I think, okay, so with landscaping, let me put up the roof. We still have terrain paint to do, but do you think we need to add anything else? Like, should we put a tree or something right here? I know this is like an open space. Do we need like landscape stuff right there, or do you think we can just leave things be for right now and fill in? Very sleepy. You stayed up way too late last night. Oh no. Oh wait, I was gonna do debug. Okay, so debug. Let me get my little cheat too, because I'm gonna forget like the exact code for it. You leave it for right now. Yes, I'm gonna add some terrain paint. There will definitely be terrain paint. I think I'm gonna wait until I get things placed out, like get everything placed outside that I'm gonna place outside before I put down the terrain paint. And then we'll get the terrain paint as like the last thing that we do. Okay, so debug. To turn on debug, you do bb.show live edit objects. And that will take you into debug. You can also do bb.show hidden objects, but that will give you like all of the objects in the game. So, and like including like career rewards, aspiration rewards, like that sort of stuff. I just want like the decoration stuff right now. So I'm just doing live edit objects. And so that's basically going to give you anything in the world that is used to decorate the world. And then to find them, you just type debug right here and do a search, and it will come up and it will give you everything, and you have to kind of sort through to find it all. But they have things like little mushrooms and like these grass patches. That's what we are going to add though. We're going to add these little like mushrooms. We're going to add these grass patches around. See, things like this. And this is going to go in the center. And your Sims will walk over this stuff and treat it like it's not even there. So you can really put it anywhere and it's fine. Your job has this thing where you can take lessons and products you offer and get points to redeem gift. Oh, that does sound cool. That sounds like that could be like really, like that's really nice. We're just gonna scatter some of this stuff around. Get some of this grass stuff. See, and this right here, like this alone starts giving it more like depth and feeling to it, right? When you recorded your scenario, your game was being glitchy and you could not type into any... Oh, really? That's weird. It's fairly easy too. A 1-to-1 conversion of points to dollars. Usually each lesson is 1 point, so you can make $10 in like 30 minutes. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I kind of want to put some of these like mushroom guys like over here too, because they're really cute. And this is our like our pond area, so I think we could put some mushrooms over here, maybe along the edge of the pond. Like over in here maybe. There we go. See, that just adding that, I feel like did a lot. It wasn't much, but it added a lot to it. And then we can put like, let's put a couple like just kind of around here, like these single ones. So update on iSaga. Yes, I would love to hear an update on the iSaga. Every day this week, you've had to wear a different set of glasses. That sounds like it could be really annoying. Like, has it been getting better with needing to wear a different set of glasses, or is it, like, still the same? Okay, let's turn you this way so that they can actually access this. We may have to, like, move stuff around, because I don't know how this is all going, how this is gonna end up working. I want the ivy stuff too. I think we should put some of that on the side of the house. Ooh, what about... No, I don't want you. We could put you over here though. Let's get some of these over here. Where did that go? I lost it. I lost it! They kind of look like the hollyhocks, but I think they work really well around like the pond area. I think these work well. Let's put those there. Today you're wearing an old pair that you got in 2021. Yesterday you wore this pair but had your clip-on readers. The day before, the work ones you got a few. It's so irritating. Oh, that would be really irritating. For sure. Alright, so then we're gonna come over here, and there is like this ivy, and I think I want to use the ivy to put on the house, because this is a house that's been here for a while, so it's gonna have stuff like this on it. Can I raise you up? Let's raise you up. Oh, that's huge. Look at how big that is. Okay, let's size you down. And then raise you up. I kind of want you to be up here, I think. There we go. I like that right there. And then this can kind of go like here, maybe? I'm sorry, Toots. That does sound really frustrating and irritating. And I'm so sorry that you have to, like, deal with that. Krista aged up with... Oh, I hate that bug. Trying to think. I managed to make it go away somehow, and I can't remember how I did it. I don't remember how I did it. So it's the different glasses because your sight is different each day and different... You did say different a lot of times that, but they were all like very relevant. It was like very relevant to what you were trying to say, so I'm not sure how else you could have said it. You're like placing in weird ways. There we go. You need to be there like that. Okay, and then let's put some of these over here on the barn too, because I think we would have some of this growing like on the back of the barn. Your vision is different each day. You think it's due to your blood sugar. Okay. Still irritating, even if you think you know what's causing it. Okay, so we just went back here. Let's go back into... I'm gonna save before I do something stupid and lose my game. and lose all my progress and everything that we've been doing here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to check inside the house and see if I had any of this like going inside. It doesn't look like I do, so I think we're okay. All right, so we've got some ivy around the house. Oh, we should put some. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, I think that's added some character to things as well, just like that little bit of like the debug on the ground, putting some of the ivy on the house, I think has worked. I think we might be ready to like actually start furnishing the house. What do you think? Are we ready to start furnishing? And then we'll come back in and do we'll come back and do terrain paint once we're done, like, furnishing everything. So, Toots, do you think that if your blood sugar is high, it's making it harder for you, like, it's hard, like, your vision is worse? And Petal has redeemed a not family-friendly affirmation, so let's come over here and we will do a not family-friendly affirmation, because we do all need our affirmations. Because dealing with Dallas tests your patience every single day. Fair enough, let's get an affirmation then. Alright, let's grab this one. Okay, this will be good for you, Petal. I will kick ass today. So if you're not already kicking ass, it's time to start kicking ass today. So there is your not family-friendly affirmation. We're gonna kick ass today. This morning it was 200, and you can see with the old glasses just fine. Yesterday it was 160, and you needed to add the readers. You're gonna start keeping a journal to see what is going on. That's a good idea, Tuds. And seeing if there is a correlation to stuff. Would love if you could do that literally, right? No kidding. Some days do be like that, for sure. Oh, you know what? We should... I wanna, put... some of that grass, like, I want to put some in here. If I can find it again. Oh, do I have to put that in again? db.show live edit object. And search for debug. And where is our little grassy bits? Oh yeah, there's flowers too. I forgot that there's flowers as well. Let's put these. It's not Z. It's not Z, Hethwin. It's not Z. Put some of those right there. Forgot about those little guys. They're so cute. Where are my little grasses? I think here we go. Let's put that in there where the cow and the chickens will be. I'm on the just chatting screen. Thank you. I know. Well, we'll get it set up. We'll get it set up. Yeah, I would definitely keep a journal for sure. You would kick butt if it wasn't for the pinched nerve in your shoulder. Ooh, yeah, ouch. That's painful. Yeah, it does seem odd that you'd have to add the readers when the numbers are lower. I would think that the higher the numbers, the worse it would be. You also get a headache, so you go pretty much blind. Everything goes blurry, and no glasses help. Well, that's not good. Your eyes are just bad because you're an old lady. I had a cataract, so I have glasses, which you will all get to see as part of the crafting stream, because I'm going to need... I will have to wear them so I can, like, see. So you will all get to see me wear glasses. Fun times, huh? Okay. Now let's actually go in here and get stuff. Okay, so we do want to add the prairie grass. So I'm thinking, let's put some prairie grass like right here. I want to put some in here with the cow and the chickens because the cow will actually eat the prairie grass. So let's put some there. Let's put some right there, and then that's 3. I think we want to do one more. What if we put one over here kind of on the side of the house? Maybe not in front of the house, but there. All right, we've got 4 prairie grass sites. I think that's probably okay. I think that will be plenty of prairie grass for us. We can always add like another one if we feel like we need to, but I feel like that's a good start. Your eye doctor says you have a mild cataract, but it's not severe enough to remove yet. That could also be why your eyes. Yeah, because that will get worse. You have to renew your license next month. Oh, yeah, that would be tricky. Can you renew by mail or do you have to go in? Because here you can renew by mail and you don't actually have to go in. Okay, so over here, let's get the horse stuff set up because that'll be easy enough to do. Let's get a feeder and let's get a water trough. Oh, I want the dark color. Let's do, okay, we'll do that. And then we should get, well, wait, we won't get a ball for the horse yet because I don't know if we'll get a horse right away. That might be something that we have to get further down the line. We're just set up and ready for a horse when that time comes. And also, the other thing we need to do is we need to look at off the grid stuff because we are going to be off the grid. Actually, let's get those challenges set up right now. So we don't forget. We're going to do live in store so that they can potentially have that set up. We're going to do simple living. Did I just delete? I just got rid of everything. Live in store, off the grid, simple living. What is waste not? Oh. Sims will collect extra ingredients that are typically unused or discarded. Nothing goes to waste on this slot. I actually feel like that might be good to add. Let's add that. Or it might make things too easy. Okay, I don't think we need anything else. And then for lot traits... Oh, that's right. So I did actually install the Regency Romance mod. So we have some things with it. I think we want to do good soil. I think we want to do... What is harvest tax? Harvesting on this lot incurs an automatic 10% tax paid to the lord of these lands. Ooh, should we add that? I think that's from the Regency Romance mod. Okay, I also want to make it homey. We've got one more. Should we add harvest tax? I kind of like that. Yeah, Rainbow thinks yes. Yeah, I think a harvest is. There was a sleep tax. Sleeping on this lot incurs an automatic 40% tax paid directly to the lord of these lands. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna add a harvest tax. I just downloaded it. I haven't done anything with it. I thought we could look at that a little bit more closely too before we start gameplay and just see what that's all about too. It looks really interesting. Like, it's got some interesting looking stuff to it. Okay, oh, that was the other thing that I was gonna do over here, is I was gonna get lighting that works. Because we got like, there's the, oh yeah, I want to use the chandeliers, I think, from like these. I think these are good for in here. And then I think out here in the bathroom, I think we'll do this from the wedding pack. I use this candle a ton. It's from the wedding pack, but it kind of has that feel to it. Oh, we never put flooring in here. I think though we'll do dirt. Got this. I don't know if I like that. I swear there's dirt floor. Gravel, maybe? Maybe that? It looks kind of gross. What if I delete the floor? And then we put terrain paint down. Let's do that. Let's delete the floor. And let's put down some terrain paint in here real quick. Because I feel like we would have, like, this would be dirt in the outhouse. Like, I feel like they maybe didn't put that. You use that one a lot. What one? Ooh, I didn't mean to take a screenshot. Oh, the candle one? The candle holder that I just put down? Yeah, it's like, it makes, it's perfect for this stuff. So yeah, I'm sure it's a perfect wall thing. Because the other ones look too modern. Like this, like with a succulent in it, like that's not gonna be on the wall of these places. And then you also don't have to like have a table to put stuff on for some of like the candle holders. I feel like we had, though, something that came with Horse Ranch that worked, that was like on the wall, but I don't know where it is. Okay, but I do want to do the bathroom. Do you notice like I'm starting like easy with decorating stuff? We're just gonna start with easy stuff to begin with. Okay, there is a tub. That I wanted. Where is that tub? Oh, this one might work. We could use this tub. I want to look at the swatches though. Okay. I think I like that one. Let's use this tub. For our bathroom. And then we have this rustic potty. So I think that this is a good thing. We could potentially, we have this one as well, but I think that because this is like a cottage, I think we're gonna start with this as our toilet or potty. And then let's do this. Ooh, maybe, or should this be outside? Maybe the bucket should be outside. What if let me move these mushrooms. Let's put the bucket right here. And then we'll put the mushrooms over here. They'll kind of live here, I think. You do that too because you like to make your Sims work for it. Yeah, exactly. And then this could maybe be like right here. There we go. I think that works for our bathroom to begin with. All right, now is the inside of things. Let's get rid of these lights to start with. Actually, wait. Remind me to remove those lights. Because we'll have to get rid of the lights. Okay, so I think I gotta think about how I want to lay this out. So I'm thinking maybe kitchen back here, kind of like seating area up here. Maybe we'll put like a bookshelf over here. And we'll have them work for things like pianos or like a chess table or anything like that. I think to start with, they'll just have like a bookshelf to begin with. Plus, a lot of their time is going to be going into crafting things and making things as well. So we'll have to look for some of that stuff. We could have them have to make their own candles. Oh, okay. One thing that we didn't do is we didn't put a cellar in here. Should we make a cellar that they can store, like they can have their stuff for preserving things in? Yeah, you think so, Rainbow? Because I think we're gonna need that. A cellar makes sense, yeah. And then maybe we could do a little like outside access point to it. Okay, let's do that. Over here. I don't know how, like, why I thought that I was going to actually get farther than I am getting today. Why would I have done that? Okay, let's do... I don't think it would be a very big cellar. I think maybe let's do something like this. And then I want to we're just going to do a ladder down. So let's do a ladder. Can we rotate you like this? Is this the way that I want this to be? Okay, yes. And then what if we did... So we didn't do like a stone fence, but I think that maybe the ladder might, like the access point might be in stone. So let me move this over one. Like here. And then I'm thinking that we do... I'm gonna need to move that. That window might be in the way. Because I was thinking we could do something like this, and like this is our access to the cellar. I don't know if we've got the right kind of gate though. Because this is too much of a gate. And that makes no sense. So maybe we just have it open and not closed off. Like this. And then let me move this guy. Yeah, like maybe something like that. That way, like, the cellar is not just like freely open to anybody. But does that look weird with the windows right there? And is this the right color of the fence? I'm not sure if that's the right... I don't know what color this fence needs to be. That's better. I think that's better. Or we could also do a half wall. But this could have been something that was added later. So maybe the fence does look different because it was added on later and it's not, you know, perfect. So maybe that's okay. You think it looks good? Okay. All right, so we can have that be our cellar. And then inside, again, I think we're gonna do a dirt floor. I swear there was like a dirt floor option. Like, am I losing my mind? I really thought that we had an option that was dirt. Just dirt. Yeah, I thought that we did. Maybe it's under other. It was under other. Okay, there we go. Now we've got it. And then I think we'll do... I want to do like a stone wall for the basement, but I'm wondering if it might be like a slightly different kind of stone than what we have on the exterior. Like... that's too, like, hodgepodgey. I don't like that as well. Okay, Toots. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what kind of stone I want to do. I think maybe for the basement stone, I want the cobbled look. I think I want that. And then we need some light down here. Let's do... Yeah, let's go ahead and just like put this on the wall down here for some lighting. It's so dark. Or maybe we need an overhead thing because it's really dark down here. Why is it not lighting up? I think we need overhead lighting because this is like a small space and dark. Okay, let's do that. So then down here we can have like this preserving rack. Again, so this is a lot of this stuff that we're gonna be using is from Brazen Lotus. And she has a lot of just really cool like mods that work really well for historic type gameplay. The light isn't centered. No, you're right, it isn't centered. Thank you. Is that centered now? I think that's centered. Yeah, that's centered. So that's where we're getting a lot of our like where a lot of stuff is gonna come from is from her. So we'll have this be our base or our cellar right now. Oh, we've got these too. Let's put a couple of these in. I know it's for nectar and I don't know that we're gonna start making nectar right away, but I think that having those down here would be good. Also, let's get... I want the barrels. Like the kegs, I think. If I can find them. Like the big ones. Where are the big ones? These. I want these. Your OCD was going crazy. Yeah, it would have bothered me too once I saw it, but I was like so focused on other things that I completely missed it. Ooh, actually wait, no, this is too much. Let's do like a couple of these barrels down here. So we'll just do like a couple of these, like right here. Okay, I think that will work. Honestly, the cottage living, the Horse Ranch pack has such good stuff for historic type gameplay vibes. Like, it really does. It's got such good stuff. We're gonna use a lot of it as we're going through this. Okay, back upstairs. So, I think this will kind of be like kitchen area over here. So let's go back to our off the grid. And let's get some appliances going. Ooh, trash bin. We want this. This is actually, okay, so I think this trash can, you need some electricity, but it's like the trash can that gives you money. So we're gonna put that out because I think that would be useful. Your mom broke her game again. You have to fix it. You're going to lurk. If you end before you get back, everyone have a wonderful day. Okay, Toots, hopefully it isn't too bad to fix and you can make it back. But if you don't, I hope you have a really good evening too. Ooh, there's a Victorian icebox refrigerator. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's get a stove. So we want to get this hearth stove because this will work with the Ye Olde cookbook. So let's get this. It also works well for like heating purposes. So let's put you here. And then we do need some sort of like larder thing. We've got this, and I will let you all decide, chat. We've got this. We've got like this one. We have like a stone version. Ooh, that's kind of big though. Oh, you know what? I think there is. Let me pause. No, there's not. It's actually the lo-fi. Let me skip this one. I understand what you mean though, because it was sounding like it. I don't think... Oh, I guess I do have sound in the game. Okay, let me just switch to that. Thank you for pointing that out, Keckleberry. I was so focused in on what I was doing, I was not like hearing things. So there we go. I thought that I had like the music turned off in build by for The Sims, and so I was like I was not expecting it to be, and I thought maybe it was just like that particular song. It wasn't that particular song. It was in fact being confusing. But thank you for mentioning that. I do appreciate it. If stuff like that happens with the audio that I might not necessarily be picking up on. So I do appreciate you all letting me know. Okay, we also have this that has different swatches as well. All right, what do we think, chat? Keep in mind, we're kind of doing like Regency era is the vibe, but they're also like moving into this like cottage that is more like it's like a kind of a step up from peasant, but not like quite merchant class. Your game keeps getting stuck on the loading screen when trying to load Krista's save. You think you're gonna have to start her over. Fortunately, you have her saved. That's weird. I wonder what it is about that save that is making it do that. That's very strange. But it does sound like there's something up with that save. Can you go into other saves and be able to access it? Oh yeah, running repair seems like a good idea. Okay, so I don't think I want this one because it's big. I kind of like the idea of this one. We also, so if we look at what we've got for counters, I may just do, we've got these, like rustic looking counters. One of the left two for sure. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. That they kind of are gonna fit. I think maybe we need to look at what color swatches things are, because I've got different CC in the game, and if it's not gonna match very well, oh, actually that white maybe. We also have the stuff from the Horse Ranch pack, which could work too. Like I said, I'm going for, I don't necessarily care if things are completely historically accurate. Like, that's not critical for me and what I'm, like, in this playthrough. I just kind of want to, like, play and have fun and not worry a ton about historical accuracy. But I do kind of like these. I like the dark wood swatch. Do you have a color that goes with that would work with it though? Let's move you over here. And that wouldn't be too clashy. Let's get rid of this one because we don't like that one. Oh, that's not bad. That's kind of close. I think that works. Still, I don't know. And Toots just, like, left. I don't think we would be quite to this stove yet, though. Like this kind of stove. I think it would still be something kind of like this. We have some of like these big stoves. Those are kind of intense. I don't know that I want that. Let's start with this hearth and then these, like a couple of these cabinets because I think they work. And then what if we put one like under the window here that we can put some stuff on? Okay, we have an ad break coming in a few minutes here, and so I do want to pause gameplay for the ad break so that nobody misses anything. How does this corner one work, I wonder? Like this, maybe? Kind of interesting. I don't know where to put this. Where should you live? Maybe here. No. I don't know how I want this to be laid out, chat. Maybe like that. Maybe that works. Okay, so we do have an ad break coming in a couple of minutes, and I will pause with my building so that we don't miss out on anything. I do need to get up and use the restroom. Again, I've had a lot of water today, so I am gonna need to get up and go to the restroom again. So while the ad runs, I will do that, and then we'll come back and we will keep building and decorating. And like I said, I think I'm kind of crazy for thinking that we like might actually get all of the decorating and stuff done before stream is over today. Apparently I put this outside. We don't want that outside. And like actually getting to make people. I kind of wanted to start gameplay next week. We'll see if we actually end up starting gameplay next week. I don't know. Or maybe we could potentially so we could potentially do it tomorrow. When you think Regency stoves, there are their own moment. So doing a built-in look around it might be cool. Oh, you mean like kind of these like bigger ones, like these? You know, I'm gonna Google those when I get back from my break, and let's take a look and see what they might actually look like. But I'm gonna do a tater hunt. So feel free to join in the tater hunt. While the ad runs, I will take a quick break and turn back on the other music while I am on my break, so you're not just sitting in silence. And yeah, I'll be back in a few minutes once the ad is done. And here you can watch Reese sleep. He's actually facing you this time, so you can see him. And I'll be back in just a minute. If only we could all be Resand. And chilling and just sleeping on the bed as much as we wanted. Alright, I am back. Petal, thank you, by the way, for pinning that tater hunt thing. I appreciate that. Petal, Speckle, who are you? Mod of mine. You deleted the buggy slave and started over. Now to move her into the town you want and clear up some space first. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, we're gonna take a quick look at Like, what a Regency kitchen. It's you. You're the mod. It's you. Yeah. Look. Brain not working. Okay, Regency era kitchen. Okay. Let me... Not that. Window, where are you? Congrats to everyone who won the tater hunt. All right, so if we look at this, let me resize this to a size that actually like makes sense. There we go. All right, so looking at not the right at this and looking at what a kitchen looked like, it does look like it was like a very built-in sort of thing. We don't have a ton of room though, so we have to be really modest in what we're making. But it does look like it is built into the wall. With that in mind, okay, this is actually giving me a bit of an idea. Oh, you guys cannot see that, can you? There. See, it looks like... Let me resize this window. I don't know why that window is like weirdly sized. But it was. For whatever reason. So, if we're looking at these, you can see like the kitchen, like the stoves are kind of built into the wall. Like if you look at that one. So maybe we need to rethink kind of what we're doing here with our kitchen setup. So we do need to keep like the icebox thing, but let's do this for right now. Okay. So my thought, this is gonna make us change like the layout of the house, but that's okay. What if we did... How big are one of those stoves? Because we had some big stoves. Off the grid. Appliances. This may be the right stove. But what I'm thinking with this stove is like 3 tile. Okay. What if we do a bump out, kind of like this? We need to move this now. Yeah, like that. And then we can set the stove into the wall right there. Right? Like it could set in there. Just like that. And then we need to put get the flooring in place. We could do the stove like this, and then this could be kind of over here on the wall. And then we could go back to our counters that we had, because it kind of looked like we had like a table. Like it looked like a table. I don't see these as being like a like an island, but we could put the counters like there in the center. Oh yeah, it is back on. Thank you for catching that. There we go. I had turned it on while I was on my break and I forgot to turn it off. Okay, so I think we could do this. The stone is a little bit, I think the stone is not gonna change. I think we'll just have to deal with the stone being a little bit different, but that's okay. It looks perfect. Yeah, I think that could work. This could work. This could be good. And then we could have like this kind of set up in the center as like the prep space. And then maybe, I kind of want to put another one over here under the window because we do have some of the things that we're going to be adding in, like a cheese press and like this sort of stuff that we're going to be using for creating our items. So we're going to need like the counter space in addition to just like cooking. We'll need it for these like preparation things. So, okay, I think that this works, and this will be good. Thank you for like pointing that out because like this is gonna work. Okay, if you move her into a residential, can you change it to tiny home? Oh yeah, absolutely. You can put her on. All you need if it's empty. So if it's empty, Speckle. I'm gonna save this real quick because I haven't saved in a hot minute. If the lot itself is empty and you don't want to have walls yet, you can go over into the room tool and you can just put down a flat square like this, and that will count as your initial tiles for a tiny home. So that would count as 9 tiles. So you can turn it on as a tiny home and just put this down, and then that counts as tiles for the tiny home. And that doesn't cost anything to do. So that's how, if I'm doing rags to riches and I want to start on a tiny home, I'll do that. And then sometimes I'll put a roof over top of it. It looks ridiculous, right? It looks bizarre. But you can put the roof over top of it like that too. Yeah, you can change it after you move her in. Yeah, for sure. If you turn it on when you're building, it'll give you it'll tell you and keep track of your tiles and tell you if you shift out of that. Okay, back over here to what we were doing. All right, so we've got this, and then I kind of think we need a table that can be over here, like under the window, that the family would like sit down and eat at. We want it to look... That's a brass table. I don't think we want a brass table. These are... We've got this. It's kind of small though. I'm almost thinking like something a little bit bigger. Hi, Geishadel, welcome in. It's something that I'm completely making up. So I'm basing it kind of off of like the Decades challenge, but we're gonna stay in the Regency period. So we're gonna like play off the grid. We're gonna decorate our houses like sort of Regency era. Yeah, we're gonna use Regency period clothing. And so instead of like in the Decades challenge, you like move through the decades, I just kind of want to hang out in the Regency era. So instead of calling it like decades, because that's not necessarily gonna change, we're just gonna kind of hang out in the Regency era. And we're gonna have things like death rolls, so we're gonna incorporate like the mortality rates sort of that period, to kind of keep it interesting, keep it fresh, and just yeah, go from there and just see kind of what we get up to with it. We're doing a really slow aging process. Yeah, and thank you so much for that follow. I really appreciate it. So we're just getting started. We're building. I'm not necessarily sticking to strict historical accuracy. I just want that feeling to it, and we're gonna kind of make up stuff as we go. And I can, since there's like, I'll tell you a little bit about like the backstory of the family that we're gonna have. We haven't made the family yet, so they're not here yet. But their backstory is that the dad they were really well off. They lived in town. They had a really big manor house, but the dad was watching his fortune dwindled. And so his bank account was decreasing, his creditors increased, but he managed to hide this from his family, and he was able to allow them to keep living in the luxury that they were used to. So then when his wife died, and she never had any idea that they were having these financial problems. But as time was going on, he was growing really concerned about the well-being of his only child, his son. And so he wanted to get his son married. So he managed to find a really good match for his son with the daughter of a really well-off family also in the city. And they got married. But after they got married, he died. And so we have this young couple his dad has suddenly died. Now all of those creditors have come knocking, and they've confiscated the beautiful manor house that they lived in town, and the family is forced, or this young couple is forced to leave and go to the country, because they have a small country estate that our Sim's great-grandfather would have set up and built and established. But it was small. They started out as like, you know, sort of peasants, maybe a little bit better off than peasants, and they gradually grew their fortunes and were able to move into their estate. And so this young married couple is moving back out to the country. They're moving into their country estate. They're kind of starting from the ground up, and they're looking to kind of restore the legacy that was lost when the father like lost all of his money. So that's kind of our backstory. And we haven't made the Sims yet. That will be one of the next things that we do. But we're playing in Henford-on-Bagley. The city is Windenburg. So the country is Henford-on-Bagley. The city is Windenburg. And that's kind of our story. The son's wife... yeah, definitely. And that was part of my backstory too, is they tried to annul the marriage. But their daughter, the wife... she really actually cares for her husband, and she does actually love him. It wasn't just like a marriage of convenience. They did actually like each other. And so she's refused. So her family's also kind of like disowned her, and because she stuck with him and moved with him to this country estate. So yeah, totally they're totally not happy about it. Okay, I'm having a hard time deciding on a table. I don't want a brass table. That's not quite right. Maybe this one? This is a long one. I'm glad that you like it. Yeah, I spent like... Sometimes, you know, like the inspiration just like comes to you and you're like, this is it. And that's definitely what happened. This whole like legacy, this whole plan has kind of been in my head now for a while, and I was struggling with like finding like having the time on stream to actually like sit down and get it set up and play it. And now that I'm doing it, I'm happy that this is kind of how it's coming together. So it's been cooking around in my brain for a little while. Okay, let's just use this table, and then we need some chairs. Ooh, these chairs work. Okay, this can work. I think this will work. We've got that set up. And like I said, I'm not going for 100% historical accuracy. We're just going for the vibe and making it up as we go, kind of. You love the backstory. You also really like the idea of Henford being the country and Windenburg being the town. Yeah, I thought that worked too, because Windenburg definitely has that feel to it. The save file I'm using, it's not a specific one. I just went in and pretty much deleted everything out of it. I deleted pretty much all of the townies and all of the lots, and I've built my own lots in Henford on Bagley, and I've built a few in Windenburg. Windenburg isn't super built up yet, but I thought that that could be something that I kind of add to as we go, because we're really focused primarily in Henford on Bagley. So if you want, I can, I'll show you real quickly what the town looks like in Henford on Bagley. I won't show you the lots yet, because we did that last time. But this is our little, like, town area of the different things that might be in a little village town. So we've got, like, the wedding chapel here, which is kind of like a little church slash also library. Like, there's a really extensive, like, bookshelves and, like, library set up in the church, because I wanted it to also be a place where you, like, might actually come for a reason. And then we have, like, the manor house that's in the town that would be where balls or things like that might be hosted. There's also a whole bunch of gardens around it. We've got a little pub, and then we have, like, a little market. It was really important at those times. Yeah, exactly. And there's, like, a little cemetery around it. So that's our town. There's not a ton to it. We have a little market. We have a little pub. We have, like, the big manor house. We've got the chapel. And then we've got a couple of farms set up here in town that townies will live in. And we've got to make townies too, because we don't have townies really yet. But if you look, I have basically deleted everybody, except for I kept some of the classic Sims, because I thought it might be fun to take some of these, like, classic families and dress them in Regency period and kind of give them a Regency makeover. And then I kept these essential townies for, like, operating in Henford on Bagley, and they'll get an update as well. And then I also kept Father Winter. So I just kind of kept some of these. We might delete them. We might keep them. I haven't really decided yet what we want to do. And chat can give me their feedback, because I like having chat's feedback on stuff. And then Windenburg is still pretty empty. This is the manor house that his family would have lived in. That my daughter actually decorated this one. And then this is just another little, like, peasant house, or maybe not peasant, but like a merchant kind of house. And then I grabbed, so The Sims right now is doing a shell challenge for the castle estate stuff, and I grabbed one of these off of the gallery and put down, and I'm thinking that could be, like, where her family lives, because we are gonna have her family in the game. So there's a little bit of our backstory that we're working on building up as we are building our lot. And I'm using, so Brazen Lotus has a bunch of, like, homesteading kind of mods in her game where you can make cheese, you can do preserving and canning and things like that. So we're going to be using those as kind of the primary means of income for this family. And so we are using some mods. We are using some CC, obviously, and just kind of giving it a gameplay. We have lot challenges. We've got 4. So our lot challenges are, we have a live-in store, which isn't really a lot challenge, but that's a mod by Little Miss Sam that lets you have, like, live-in businesses. So we can run a store, like, right out of our house. We've got Off the Grid, Simple Living, and a Waste Not trait, which came from Brazen Lotus. I have that. Yes, I do have Old Cookbook. Yep. Yes, it is great for this. And I'm hoping that this stove will be compatible with it, because sometimes before, and if Toots was here, she could probably answer this, but she's lurking. Sometimes you have to have this stove in order for it to work. So hopefully this stove will work with Ye Old Cookbook. But we've got our sign already out here. So we've got that. We're just, like I said, we're decorating the inside. We've got everything set up. We do have space for a horse as well. I put in a barn for a horse, but it'll maybe be a little bit before we get our horse, because they'll, you know, they're kind of getting things started. So it might be a little while before the horse shows up. Okay, let's go back to our off the grid stuff. Oh, and we do have like a little outhouse too. We got Krista restarted, moved her into Henford on Bagley. Ooh, she's gonna live in Henford on Bagley. Nice. There's a process with the... the fresh save is running okay though now? Alright, I think we have... Oh, you know what we should put in here though? Is we should put a, like a sink sort of thing. We've got this, which I think could be perfect. We do that maybe as our quote-unquote sink. Oh, the other thing that we need... Okay, good. Good. Is laundry. So we are gonna do laundry with this. So we need to get that set up. I think we've got like this cauldron one, but then we've got this one. And I think I might go with this one because I've had some issues with the other one being a little bit buggy. So let's put that outside here, and then... Oh, where is our... Oh, we need a hamper too. This will work. This will be a good hamper. It's like a basket. It looks like a basket. This will work. Ooh, what is... There's a little wood pile. How cute is that? That's a full clothesline. I don't want the full clothesline. I want like the clothesline. Which I'm pretty sure I have a CC version of that. I do. We do have a clothesline. So let's put this like over here, I think. We'll put that there. That will work. Oh, look at the little rabbit house. I downloaded this, so there, it's, Lily's Place has like a bunch of historic looking stuff, and they have like this folklore set that I'm using a lot of the things from it. So it's, it looks really good. You're also a mom, you've been playing The Sims since The Sims 1. You definitely get less time now. Yeah, my kids are older now, and so it's a little bit easier now that they're older to play. And my daughter plays, she's 18 now, but she plays, and we have a lot of fun playing The Sims together and like telling stories with each other and like all of that. So it's a lot of fun to be able to share that with her. Okay, for lighting, I know they probably wouldn't have overhead lighting, but I kind of want to put in overhead lighting just because it lights up so much better and I want to be able to see. So I think we are going to do these from, why do I always miss this one? I think we're gonna do these from the horse ranch, just like I said, for the simple purpose that I want to be able to see, and it will be hard to see with like the wall lighting. Even if wall lighting would have been more accurate, this is gonna make it easier to see, and I want to be able to see. Seeing is important. Okay, we need a little like bench kind of thing for them to sit on, and then a bookshelf. We have a corner bench. It doesn't work with our door. We could move the door though. The door is not set in stone. Well, I mean, it is set in stone, but... And this is like too fancy. Like that's too fancy for our house. Your children are 12, 13, and 16, so you're starting to get more time to game again, which is great. And you also play with your daughter. You started the Extreme Decades Challenge together. Nice, nice. And that's where a lot of my inspiration is coming from like Steph and Minnie. But I didn't want the rigidity of like having to change every generation. I didn't necessarily want to have to worry about making everything be like historically accurate. I just kind of wanted to set the tone and then just go with it and see where we went from there. Yeah, so my daughter did decorate some of the houses and built some of the stuff in this save file. So she did contribute in that regard. Okay, I want to come over and take a peek and just see. I know that like in the more well-off houses, they would have had like, you know, they would have had like more grand seating, but like in a middle class house, what would it have looked like? And not even middle class, like it would have been middle class living room. Yeah, I feel like some of these things that I'm seeing is maybe a little bit more peasant. Let's look up peasant living room and see. Still giving me, if I pull this up, let me show you. It's still like I feel like this isn't what a peasant Regency area room would look like. I just feel like that's a little bit fancier than what ours are gonna have. Right? Like this just seems too fancy to me. They're not that well off. This might be more on par with what we're looking at. We could do just chairs as well. Like that could be an option. Yeah, that's parlor. Ooh, that's even worse. Those are even more opulent looking. When we were texting for, you know what? I was wondering that same thing, Speckle. I was wondering that same thing. I'm fine with like tomorrow if you're fine with tomorrow. Something like Charlotte's House. I saw that movie. I did not like that version of Pride and Prejudice. Yeah, I still think though that might be like more like fancier than I want. Tomorrow would work for you. Sense and you know what? Have I read the book? I think I've read the book. Sense and Sensibility. Sitting room maybe? All right, I think though I think I'm starting to get a little bit more of an idea of what I wanna, of where we might want to go with this. I was trying to see if I could find, you know what, let me turn the CC on, like turn on CC and see if the person who's done this. So this bench is from that folklore collection, but that's not quite what I'm looking for. And then this one is more like Renaissance, but it could potentially work. It's a little fancy, but it might work. What do I have for chairs? You love the book as well. They were still richer than what you're, because they had servants. It would have been base. Yeah, we've got, so there's this one that's from the Horse Ranch kit, and that could be a possibility. That's maybe not quite right. Let's say tomorrow then, Speckle. There's also like the pew. Oh wait, and there's the where is it? Yeah, see, these are what everything is showing. But like I feel like that's too fancy for what we're going for. But the one thing that I saw, it kind of had like the spindly chairs like this. So maybe this is the look that we're gonna go for now. Then, and they can like, you know, move up in the world too, right? Like they're not stuck like this. You think that one looks good? I think I wish, this is where things with The Sims bug me, because I kind of want the cushion to be plain, but the dark wood swatches, not plain. It's patterned. So I think we'll go with that for right now. And what if we, let me adjust some doors here. I just kind of threw some doors down, just to make it feel a little bit more like we have like a living space, kind of. It's all one like open room. And then we can get a bookshelf. Oh yeah, so as part of one of these sets, there's like this library, and I built this into the church. You know, I just realized that is not centered. And that's gonna bug me slightly. But I think it can't be centered because of the number of tiles that we have. That's okay. We're gonna, it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. We could do a fireplace. Like against this wall, maybe? It's The Sims, so things are hard in The Sims because it's The Sims. The ranch fireplace is like goes with what we've got, like the stonework and stuff like that. So it could be something like that. I'm almost feeling like the room needs to be bigger. I thought we had spindly chairs. Not rocking chairs, but like spindly chairs. Or maybe they're kitchen chairs. and not like living chairs. Because I'm wondering if like a couple of chairs would be better in this space. Like they're trying really hard to keep so this is from the Island Living pack. It's more of like a wicker weave than a spindly chair. I mean, there's the rocking chairs. So we could do a couple of rocking chairs. So that's an option. Rocking chairs are an option. You think the rocking chairs? I think that... Are we gonna get like wood that matches anything? No, of course not, because it's Sims. Yeah, we could do... What if we did a couple of rocking chairs in front of the fireplace? And then it still feels like pretty basic, but also sticks with our... I think what is going on here with my... With my counter? What is happening here? That was odd. Okay. It's also we are poured and bored rocking in front of the fire, right? It is. It is. Well, and I mean that's kind of like how it is. We will put in like a knitting basket, and we will put in like the cross stitch stuff because I think that is I think that works for this too. And also there was this like thing of wood, which I'm wondering if this is supposed to be a thermostat. Because I thought that I had a thermostat that was like fit this vibe. But I think we can put like this little like box of wood right here. I think that will work. I think we should still be able to get in through that door. Yes, we will give her a knitting kit. I actually knit myself. So my I often have my Sims knit because like that's also my thing. Okay, so we need one of the things that we need. I love this. This is an activity table for kids that's in this like rustic fit. Like perfect. Okay, we're gonna put in a cheese press because she is gonna make cheese. I think we'll hold off on nectar making for right now. So we will hold off on that for the time being. And then this is outdoor stuff. Should we give them some bees? Like they can raise bees and honey? You put like a beehive out here? Also, I have this chicken coop. But I think I might be okay with leaving the chicken coop as it is. This is cool, but I think I'm okay with it being as it is. And we've got our wash basin. We've got a hamper in here. We need... So... What else? What else do we need to grab from this off-the-grid stuff? Oh, we talked about a bookshelf. Let's see what we've got for, like, bookshelves. That could work. So I have all of these books that came with a set that I had gotten. And I'm almost wondering if maybe doing a small bunch of these books, like maybe he was able to take some of his books with him from his home, and these are bookshelves. So we could put like some of those books up here on the mantelpiece, and that could be their bookshelf. So let's try that. And then Lady Whistledown Society Papers. So I have I got the Regency romance mod, and I haven't done anything with it yet, and I'm actually really looking forward to playing around with it some and seeing what all that entails. But one of the things is Lady Whistledown's Society Papers. I don't know what that is, but that is one of the things. Okay, let's give her a knitting basket because she will knit. I think we'll hold off on the cross stitch to begin with, but we will give her some knitting. We have here Granny's knitting basket. I think let's do this one because I don't know that there'd be like a lot of colors. So let's put this like over here. And then I don't know if I want to fuss with like candle making and having them have to make their own candles. That's maybe a little bit more than I want to deal with at this particular point in time. But it's an option for some point. Oh, here we go. This is the one. There is a firewood thermostat. Okay. Let's maybe put this by the door, and let's put this over here. So we do have a firewood thermostat, so they don't freeze. We will have, or boil. We do have, they will have like the fireplace to keep them warm, but just in case, we can put that in here. And then, so if I go here to kitchen appliances, and we need to go by custom content to find all of this stuff. We need the grinding mill, which I think we'll put here on this counter. And we're gonna need these cookbooks. And then let's grab Ye Old Cookbook as well and put that up there. And then I never find where all of the things are that I need to find. Okay, we've got our grinder, we've got our cheese press for making oh, you know what we need to put outside? We do need a workbench so that we can do like the woodworking stuff. I thought I had a workbench that was like stripped down, but I'm not sure that I do. I don't see it. So we might just have to put the in-game one out, which is okay. That's fine. It's a little bit... I might need to look for one of those. Because I swear I had one. That it didn't have, like, all of the more modern looking stuff on it. I thought I had a, like, stripped down version of that workbench. I'm gonna put it down for right now, though. And then I will try to remember to look for one that actually looks appropriate for the time period. Okay. And then let me come back over here under custom content and see what else I am missing as far as appliance stuff. Oh, you know what we will need too is we'll need the stuff from... Ooh, we need the liquid press. We need this as well. Maybe we'll put that down in our cellar. This feels like it could be a cellar object. The liquid press. So let's put that right there. And I think that's all of that stuff. We could do a rug. Let's see what we've got for rugs, because they would probably have a rug in front of the fireplace at least. But they wouldn't have a lot of decor, I don't think. Well, maybe we do want to put custom content. There's like animal rugs. Oh, that's kind of cute. That might work. There's just like a woven rug. Or there is like an animal skin rug. Or actually, you know what? Maybe what if we do... There's that rug, this rug. From... Let's do this one. From Snowy Escape. I think that works. Just a little something down like on the ground. And actually, I think I want to put some hay in here around the horse's spot. Like a little bit right there. Like it's spilled over. Okay. All right, so we've got the living space. And now we have the bedrooms to do. And I just looked at the time and I realized I'm going to have to like wrap things up pretty soon because I'm going to need to run the daughter up to work. I feel like something needs to be on this wall. I just don't know what. Maybe shelves? Of some kind? Ooh, hanging pots and open shelving. Yeah, yes. I know, I was like, I feel like shelves would be a good thing. We've got this one with like meat hanging off of it. Maybe not that one. An embroidery. Wait, what's this? That's kind of cute. That's actually really cute. We can find the right wood that matches. That's kind of cute. That might work. Those are kind of cute too, but I don't know if that's the right, quite the right vibe, but the words. Well, then we'd also just have like plain shelves too. But I think that one is kind of cute. And then let's grab our decorations. I think it's under this. I can never find the hanging pots with this. Oh yeah, barrels are a good idea too. Ooh, look at this. There's like hanging. We do have the preserving shelves downstairs. So we do have those. Oh, there's like a picture. Oh, we've got more that we're gonna have to do with decorating this. We're gonna have to come back. I'm looking for... They're the things I can never ever find. All right, we're sorting by base game because I know that they're base game and I can never ever find these. The pots and pans that I'm looking for, never ever can I find them. I like scroll through it all so many times. There we go. Let's do the dark color because I think they'd have like a dark color. And let's hang you... Well, maybe not. Maybe it would be slightly off. Like this, maybe. And we could also put another like little table counter over here. Since these look so much like tables, I think we could put another one like right here. And we could put something on that as well. Oh, and we were gonna do a barrel in the corner. Under decorations, sculptures maybe? Where are the barrels? If there's mugs. There is this barrel. They're they're brazen lotus barrels. I don't know what they're under though. I search for brazen lotus. Will that give me like, oh, nope. Barrel? That's not... There's horse barrels. Juice barrels. Go back to this. Because... Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out and chatting as well. I'm gonna listen to Nightbot and I'm gonna save. Oh, there's this barrel. We've got that one. That's an option. These are what I was thinking. These are actually display barrels. Thank you, Speckle. I did see that. It did actually pop up for me this time. But I think I'm gonna have to like wrap up stream anyway because I'm gonna have to run the daughter up. So I think we will come back in and keep decorating this. I think we'll snooze it when we get closer to time as we're wrapping stuff up. And we'll just snooze it before we go on a raid. Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. I appreciate it. And feel free, as always, when you come in, you feel free to lurk. You never feel like you have to chat. I appreciate my lurkers as much as my chatters. You make Twitch possible. Everyone who's here. So thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna save this. We're gonna come back over here because we're gonna have to wrap things up because I'm gonna have to go do kid things. So you know what? We had talked about doing like Dreamlight Valley or something else, or like starting to build a zoo tomorrow on stream, but I think I want to come back in here and keep working on this. I'm kind of like getting my mojo back with like getting this going. So I think tomorrow we'll come back in and we will see if we can finish getting the house decorated because we spent a lot of time with stuff today. So I think getting the house finishing up building the house, and then maybe if we get that done in time, doing things with like getting our townies ready, maybe making our sims and doing all of that. So I am feeling inspired and I'm feeling good about all of this. So I think I want to stream The Sims again tomorrow. So we will plan on that. I'm getting excited to actually like start playing. I'm like really getting excited. And I've been having a lot of fun like decorating it. And while we're not 100% historically accurate, I think that we're really close and it's fun. So I'm gonna see who might be on that we can go and do a little bit of a raid with, and I will turn lo-fi back on. Um, let's see. Okay, I think I know where we are gonna go. We're gonna go raid Lily, who is playing Whimsy Stories. And thank you, Hentaya.
Smile.
Thank you so much for that resub for 7 months. I appreciate it. And Speckle, thank you for snoozing that. Let's do some hype real quick for Hentaya as he's coming in with a resub. 7 whole months. Thank you for supporting me in that way. I do really appreciate it. And I appreciate you. And I hope that you're doing okay. I haven't like chatted with you specifically. And that you're getting excited for the cruise. Alright, so let's go raid Lily. I don't remember if we've rated her before or if Speckle rated her or where exactly we came in contact with her, but she is playing the Whimsy Stories in The Sims. So let's go over there for a little raidy poo. Actually, let me just double check and make sure she's not like stopping stream soon. Because I have definitely done that to people. Okay, it looks like she just got started. So it looks like she's decorating. She's got some really amazing custom content too, so lots of really cool things. So let's go over there. Feel free to stick around for the raid if you would like to. If you are a Thank you, Speckle. If you're a subscriber, you can use that one. If you are a follower, or you're not a subscriber or a follower, you can use this one. Copy and paste that to pop into the chat. More excited as it all gets set in stone. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, so feel free to copy and paste the raid messages in chat as we go over. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. We will keep going with our build tomorrow in game. It'll be back same time as usual. If you want to join the Discord, there is a Discord. I am terrible at Discord, but I have some amazing people who actually post in my Discord. But I do post stream schedules, anything like that there that you might need for information. You can join the Discord if you so desire. No pressure, don't feel like you have to. But it's not crazy active. You don't have to like, that won't be hard to keep up with stuff if you want to keep up with stuff. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna wrap up stream. Here is Reese. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you, whether you're chatting or lurking. I love you all. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!
Heathway!